Good afternoon, everyone. Today is November 6, 2024, and this is Panther News Network. My name is Kirsten Prince.
And I'm Cohen Parker, and here's what's happening today.
With election results coming up to a close early Wednesday morning, the United States has set with Donald Trump winning the 47th presidency for the country, and the shocking lead on Kamala with at least 5 million more voters and over 50 more electoral college voters. Trump closed the election with a take of 295 electoral votes, while Kamala ended with 226. This will be his second non-consecutive term as president, and there is much commotion and mixed feelings for many Americans out there. Almost half of the country was disappointed with the end result, while the others celebrated in victory. After seeing the loss take place, Kamala didn't go out and speak, but instead waited till all voters were counted. Her campaign manager, Cedric Richmond, gave a speech around 12:30 stating, "We still have voters to count. We still have states that have not been called yet. When all voters are counted and all voters have been heard, this is when VP Harris plans on addressing the people." Richmond said this was one of the close call races.
A very close call indeed, and I gotta ask you a question. How does this election result make you feel as a U.S. citizen?
Well, as a U.S. citizen, I think the time is now in history where we can make our own paths and we could choose our destiny now. So instead of being sad, we should rejoice in this day.
I agree with you as far as feelings, and there was a lot of fear in this election. As a matter of fact, one of the examples is in the northwestern region of the United States, there were a lot of ballots that were set on fire. And now that the election results is what it is, there's still a lot of people, there's a good part of people that's in fear. So what I think is best is instead of having fear, instead we should go out as a people and do something to support the people that are in danger at these times. And that's why it was a very important thing for us to vote, because if you didn't vote, well, you would have to respectfully be quiet. So now for all the people that still vote but didn't have their right person winning, they can still talk, but now it's time for them to do what they need to be done, because this is a country for the people, by the people.
I
So
totally
yeah.
agree with you, Cohen.
One more thing to follow up on that is that when we're talking about by the people, um, there's a lot of things that, like can be speculated that these laws are in danger. And I would say that they're not in danger because these laws are in still good hands.
Right.
Right. An investigation is now underway with the recent shooting of three teenagers who were unfortunately killed. According to the Houston Police Department, the shooting occurred around 6:45 at the Tierra del Sol apartments on Crook Road. While officers were investigating the complex, they found three people shot complex laundry room. Two of the boys were pronounced dead at the scene, and the third was transmitted to the hospital where he later died. Assistant Chief Alvaro Guzman told reporters that it was a disagreement between the two teenagers and a group of three that led to the shootout. Guzman has said that everyone involved is believed to be teenagers and are currently looking for the two persons of interest. If you know anything about this case, authorities urge you to contact the Houston Police Department Homicide Division at 713-308-3600.
In recent PV news, today kicks off the freshman stroll off, with the freshman building strolling today at Hump Day. Many of the buildings came out to show everyone what their buildings were all about. The precision and energy that each and every building has was evident in each and every stroll. that was thrown. The official freshman stroll off will be held in the MSC Auditorium and happening at 7 p.m. on November 13th. You can get your pre-sales from your favorite PAL or Sigma. The pre-sales are $10 and $15 at the door.
And in other PV news, Orlando Horton leads Prairie View against DePaul after a 28-point game. Prairie View A&M visits DePaul after Orlando Horton Jr. scored 28 points in Prairie View A&M's 111-90 win against the College of Biblical Studies ambassadors. DePaul finished 3-15 at home last season while going 3-29 overall. The Blue Demons averaged 64.7 points per game last season, 13.2 from the free throw line, and 18.9 from deep. The game starts tomorrow, November 7th at 7 p.m., so let's stay tuned for what our Panthers can bring home against the Blue Demons.
This is Panther News Network. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Thanks for staying with us. This is the remainder of your news today. As homecoming season starts to come to a close, let's take some time to highlight the amount of support the Harris Wallace campaign got over the span of many HBCU homecomings. Their homecoming tour has been a success by getting many voters to be engaged in their campaign during this homecoming season. People like HBCU alums, black elected officials, and even influential hip hop culture artists have been giving their support to their campaign as well as helping amplify the message that Harris Wallace wanted to get across. Harris has made it very clear on how HBCUs play a crucial role in advancing education and reshaping our democracy. This tour did not only assist with Kamala getting the votes for getting votes of black voters, but as well as gaining the trust of voters, especially those who were voting for the very first time.
The Knoxville Fire Department battled a large fire on the Knoxville College campus Monday night that did severe damage to a 100-year-old building there. According to a post on X, KFD arrived to the fire just before 8 o'clock Monday evening, where they said heavy fire showing on arrival for the first KFD units, following that up with defensive operation with master streams being placed. KFD later said that the building was the college's administration building and was 100 years old. Is now a total loss. Fire investigators are looking into what may have caused the fire.
In Beyonce's new video for her song Bodyguard, she embodies Pamela Anderson for Halloween while also encouraging viewers to vote. While she didn't sing the whole song, she sang a couple minutes of the song while cosplaying Anderson's character from Baywatch. Beyonce has the words Happy Halloween followed by vote. The artist also even made her own appearance at the Harris rally in Houston, Texas. However, she didn't perform and do a song. She made it very clear why she was there by saying, "I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I am here as a mother," Beyonce said. "A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in. A world where we have the freedoms to control our bodies. A world where we are not divided. Imagine our daughters growing up seeing what's possible with no ceilings, no limits," she continued. "We must vote. We need you." While it's not expected by some that she would give a speech and not perform, it was still what many others need to hear.
And in entertainment news, former WWE star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shares some inside tips and glimpse into his real life at home before he starts promoting his new movie Red One, coming out in November 15th in theaters. Life can get pretty hectic for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but throughout his busy Hollywood schedule, the actor has learned that taking care of yourself is paramount. In an Instagram video posted on November 2nd, the 52-year-old shared his thoughts on keeping himself grounded and easing his mind, especially when embracing new projects. Sitting quietly as the sun rises to recharge, settle my mind before I leave for tour and madness begins. The world is loud and noisy and pulls at us from a million different directions, he wrote in video's caption. In protecting your anchor, Johnson understands that being in the public eye opens the door to constructive criticism, including for projects like the Red One. Now is the time for me to ground myself and take life one step at a time. Many friends are excited for his new holiday film and can't wait to see it in theaters for festive spirit.
This concludes our show this afternoon. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at KPVU-TV. This was Panther News. I'm Kay Prince.
And I'm Cohen Parker. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.